In detective work today, we are going to read more big words with 2 syllables. Instead of drawing lines under each sound in the word, we will just circle the vowels. And then we will draw a rectangle around each syllable. I'll show you with the first word. How many vowels are in this word? 2. So I'm going to circle my 2 vowels, A and I. Are they next to each other? No. So how many syllables are there? 2. So I'm going to draw a rectangle around each syllable. Remember, I have to close the syllable with a consonant. So there should be a consonant at the end of each syllable. Now we have cat, fish, catfish. Good. Now let's try with number 2 together. How many vowels do you see in this word? 2. Let's circle the 2 vowels. Are they next to each other? No. So how many syllables do we have in this word? 2. Go ahead and draw a rectangle around each syllable. Check your work with mine. Now, let's say each syllable together. Fin-ish, finish. Good. I'm going to have you do the rest on your own when I say pause. Then, when you're done, you'll click play and we can check your answers. Remember, you're going to look for your vowels, see if they're next to each other, put a rectangle around your syllables, and then say each word. Ready? Pause. Okay, let's check our work. Number 3, here are our 2 vowel letters. They're not next to each other, so we have 2 syllables. Look where my 2 syllables are. Let's go ahead and say each syllable. Plastic, plastic. Number 4, there are 2 vowels. They are not next to each other, so there are 2 syllables. Let's say them. Rad-ish, radish. And I'm making sure I'm closing that syllable with a consonant. Number 5, how many vowels do we see? 2. They are not next to each other, so there are 2 syllables. Let's say them together. Until, until. Number 6, how many vowels do we see? 2. Are they next to each other? No. So how many syllables are there? 2. Let's put a rectangle around them. Now we're going to say each syllable together. Cobweb, cobweb. Number 7, there are 2 vowels. Are they next to each other? Nope. So there are 2 syllables. Let's say them together. Expect, expect. Number 8, there are 2 vowels. They are not next to each other, so there are 2 syllables. Let's say them together. Dentist, dentist. Number 9, I see 2 vowels. They are not next to each other, so there are 2 syllables. Let's say them together. Unzip, unzip. Number 10 has 2 vowels. They are not next to each other, so there are 2 syllables. Let's say them together. Cabin, cabin. Number 11, there are 2 vowels. They are not next to each other, so there are 2 syllables. Let's say them together. Pumpkin, pumpkin. Number 12, there are 2 vowels. They are not next to each other, so there are 2 syllables. Bobsled, bobsled. Good. Now we're going to do a word sort. Remember, when we're doing a word sort, I will always model the first 1 or 2 words for you to show you how to sort the words. Sorting words will help you pay attention to the spellings of the words. First, we will underline the vowels. Next, we will count the number of syllables and circle the correct number. Then, if there are 2 syllables, we will draw a line between the syllables to help us read the syllables one at a time. So we're on page 41. Let's look at number 1. How many vowels are in this word? 2. A and O. So I'm going to draw a line underneath each vowel. Are the vowels next to each other? No. So how many syllables are there? 2. So I'm going to circle the number 2 because there are 2 syllables. Now, to help us read this 2-syllable word, we're going to divide the syllables by drawing a line between them. That way we can read them 1 syllable at a time before we blend them together. I'm going to make sure that each syllable has a consonant at the end so that it's a closed syllable. I will draw my line after P and before T. Now let's say each syllable together. Lap, top, laptop. Let's look at number 2. How many vowels are there? Just 1. Let's underline it together. Go ahead and underline your vowel in number 2. Since there is 1 vowel, how many syllables are there? Just 1, so we'll circle the number 1. Now, do we need to draw a line to divide any of the syllables? No, because there's only 1 syllable. Let's say this syllable together. Bend. Good, our word is bend. Number 3, this is the last one we'll do together. How many vowels do you see? Just 1. Go ahead and underline it. Since we have 1 vowel, how many syllables do we have? Just 1. We don't need to draw a line to divide the syllables because there's only 1 syllable. Let's say it together. Twin. Twin. Go ahead and do the rest on your own. When I say pause the video and finish all the way through number 10. Then when you finish, click play on the video and we'll check our work. Ready? Pause. Okay, let's check our work. Number 4, how many vowels do we have? 2. Are they next to each other? No, so how many syllables are there? 2. Now we need to close the syllables, so we're going to put a line to divide each syllable. Let's say each syllable together. Unzip. Unzip. Good. Check your work. Make sure it's the same as mine. Number 5, how many vowels do we see? 1. Since there's 1 vowel, how many syllables do we have? Just 1. Let's say the word together. Track. Track. Number 6, how many vowels do we see? 2. So I'm going to underline them. Are they next to each other? No, so how many syllables are there? 2. Now I need to close this syllable, but look closely because there's a digraph right here and we cannot separate the digraph. So when I go to close this syllable, I'm going to keep the C and K together at the end of that first syllable. Let's say each syllable together. Back, pack, backpack. Number 7, how many vowels do you see? Just 1. Since there's 1 vowel, how many syllables do we have? Just 1. Let's say our word together. Check. Check. Number 8, how many vowels do we see? 2. Are they next to each other? Nope. So we have 2 syllables. We need to close the syllables, so let's make sure we have a consonant at the end of each one. Now let's say each syllable together. Cob, web. Cobweb. Number 9, how many vowels do we see? 2, so I'm going to underline them. Are they next to each other? Nope. So how many syllables do we have? 2. Now I need to make sure I close those syllables. So I'm going to draw my line to separate them. Let's say each syllable together. Napkin. Napkin. Our last one, how many vowels do we see? Just 1. If there's 1 vowel, how many syllables are there? Just 1. Let's say our word together. Ask. Ask. Nice job.